want to share a little bit about how you can turn your bills into a source of income and make it residual for you. Um, this is something I've been talking to you guys about for a while now, just trying to share this because somebody shared it with me. And I see you, boy. Nice. Talking to my son. You know, kids don't know when. What's up? I see you. I'm recording. I'll talk to you in a bit, okay? So, I know the reason I'm doing this video is because I know a lot of people right now could use the help. They could use the knowledge on how to turn their bills into income and residually at that. So, if you are somebody that's interested in learning that and you stick through this entire live, you'll definitely understand the concept. What I plan on doing is going through a detailed video where I can show you guys visuals and how everything works so that you can put it all together. But I think, just like they say, in anything that you're going to be successful doing, you really want to make sure that your mindset is right for whatever it is. You have to be ready for that new thing that you haven't experienced before. And a lot of times, I think when I even mention bills, paying you, bills being a source of income, it just messes with people's brains and the way that they think about um, bills and what they're supposed to do. Most people work to pay bills, not the other way around. So this concept of having bills all of a sudden start paying you. Constant interruptions, man. Constant interruptions. Adeza, can you go in through the other side when you want to go back in, please? Thank you. Get off me. Go. So, I apologize. Adeza. Turning bills into income, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about. So, this concept is not something that I created. It's not something that's new. It's been around for a long time, but for whatever reason, a lot of people don't know about it and a lot of people aren't talking about it. I personally learned about this 2022. Actually, I'm lying. 2019. I didn't start taking advantage of it till 2022. And one of the things that made me wait so long was because in 2019, when I found out about it, we weren't able to do anything about it in California. There was limited services that we can get paid from. So it didn't make sense for me to take advantage at that time. Fast forward to 2022, when I learned more about it, and I live in California and it allowed me to take advantage in California. I said, wow, okay, this is cool. And the story of how I found out about this, I'll share in a different video. But it's interesting because when I look at the complaints that most people have about the economy today, the inflation, the jobs or lack of jobs, or the fact that our pay is not going up with what's up, Angel? How you feeling? The fact that our pay does not go up the same way that everything else, the cost of living is going up. One of the things that baffles me, that makes me so shocked, is the fact that we're all paying for these bills. Right now, I'm talking to you guys on my cell phone. A cell phone, you know, is a service that pretty much everybody has. Some people have two or three: a work phone, personal phone, business line, all of that stuff. And I don't care how rich you are, you still have bills coming. And if you have bills coming in and you could turn around and make those bills either disappear or start paying you, and you still get the service that you were paying for, I think that just makes sense to me. You guys might think differently. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section because I really want to know what you guys are thinking. I made a short the other day, probably 2 days ago, and a lot of people seem to want to get more information about it. So I'm trying to come up with a simple way to just put this video together so that it's informative, gives you guys all the details that you need to be able to see how everything works and take advantage of it. But the bottom line is, right now, a lot of people are so focused on the elections, the presidency, who's in office, what. Don't get me wrong, all of this stuff is important. I get it. But a lot of times, what's even more important is how these bills that we're talking about are going to get paid so that we don't get kicked out and end up homeless. Watch the video, or a few videos, I should say. And right now, all over the country, discharge debt. Okay, Aziz, I see you. Anything that would help, right? Discharging your debt is maybe one way to go, but discharging your debt might not bring any income into the situation. And sometimes there's a need, in my opinion, right? Sometimes to make more money, and sometimes there's a need to save some money. And with this whole system of bills paying you, it actually does both. It reduces the bills that you have to pay sometimes, maybe even eliminate the bill, and then it turns around and pays you every single month. So let's just stick to one service, right? Let's stick to one service for right now, for the sake of the discussion. Anybody who's on, if you're watching, put in the comments section what cell phone company you pay every single month to make sure that your cell phone service is on, right? Because I want to touch on this, because this is something I think about all the time. For my specific situation, I used to pay T-Mobile for years while I was in college. I got my first cell phone. T-Mobile has always been the carrier. I don't have any attachments to T-Mobile or anything. It was just, they just so happened to be the first company that I went with. Now, it doesn't matter as long as the service is the same. I don't care what the name of the provider is. It could be AT&T, it could be Verizon, it could be T-Mobile, it could be Metro, right? It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that when I go to use my phone, it makes the calls and it does the things that it's supposed to do. And it does the thing that it's supposed to do. Now, interesting enough, I was paying T-Mobile, like I said, for years while I was in college, graduated college, started working, started, raising the family and everything. Still paying T-Mobile. All these years of paying the bill and getting the service. Everything's good and everything's great. But I never got anything but the service. Never got anything to say, hey, look, thanks for being a customer for so long. Here's an extra, whatever. Nothing. And then, like I said, in 2022, I found out that I could get paid from services that I'm already paying. And one of those services was my cell phone bill. So then I said, okay, what's the difference? What can I actually get? What? I apologize. I'm so distracted because I have my daughter over here and her puppy. I don't know what she is doing over here. I don't know what she is doing. Anyway, I apologize, you guys. Paying your bills and and allowing them to pay you back. So my cell phone that I'd been paying to T-Mobile all these years, I realized that I could pay a different company. And man, all these distractions this morning. Tell you guys what, man, I apologize. I'm getting a call coming in right now, and this is why I wanted to do this before my day got started. But I'm going to make a video and really go over all of the systems, all of the information that you guys need. Please accept my apologies for this abrupt ending to this video. But I will be back with more information, I promise. We'll talk soon. Peace.